So you got a new adventure bike, a new dual sport. Where do you take it? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today.
Wheels and wild, we're on the ride through the dust and dirt. We'll be side by side, motorcycle shenanigans, raising hell all day in the land of freedom, where we're meant to play.
Okay, so it's very important to know what kind of adventure you want. Do you want a more MX based adventure where you're doing a lot of MX trails, single track, double track, or do you want more tarmac based adventure where you cruise down the highway? How far do you want to go? What's your sleeping situation? Are you going to be camping out? Are you going to be in a hotel? Or do you have camping gear? How far do you want to go? Do you want to go 100 miles, 300 miles, 1,000 miles? What do you want to see? This adventure, I just wanted to kind of talk about how exactly I find spots, BLM land, state forest, and exactly kind of just where you can take your bike in general. This one is a much just generalized adventure. I just wanted to talk about, like, how do you get started? Do you want to camp to ride, or do you want to ride to camp? That's a dork in the road reference. If you're riding to camp, then you'll need more stuff. You'll need, food, tent. The idea is that you're going to camp somewhere. You're going to stay there a little bit longer. If you're camping to ride, which is what I like to do, then camping is just a necessity. It's just a means to an end. You're only camping because you're too far away from home. Now you know exactly what kind of adventure you want. So how do you find the places to ride legally? I'm not going to lie and tell you guys I've never rode somewhere where I shouldn't be. But we really shouldn't be doing that because we might lose access to the little public lands that we have left. So we really should be a little bit careful with, exactly where we're riding. So some good resources are like BLM Land. They have a very nice actual interactive map on their website that you can use to actually track down exactly where you can go. Matter of fact, this is BLM Land, but a lot of the trails are marked not for motorized use, so do your best to stay off of those. Like I said, you don't want to be, freaking up this for everybody. Even non-OHV lands can be solid because they have roads, and a lot of them are going to be dirt roads. You can ride on them, gravel roads, you can ride on them. With BLM land, you can't be too picky because it's free to use. Keyword free. State parks, a lot of times you need a permit to ride on state lands. It's like $100 a year or something. It's not that bad. If you have the money, I would suggest getting it because it's some of the best riding you can get in some of the most beautiful places. Outside of that, Google Maps is a huge resource. You can just look for points of interest and then do your own research. I would really recommend the research portion because like I said, you don't want to be fucking this up for everybody if you're riding somewhere where you shouldn't be. And I've done it, you've done it, everybody's done it. But we really should be careful, and we really shouldn't be doing that. We really should be abiding by leave no trace. It's one of those things where, like, the minority can really ruin it for the majority, and we should be doing our best to avoid that. So I'm going to get back on the bike and we'll talk about some other strategies that you can use to find lands that you can go on. But check this out. This is just BLM land, and it's pretty cool, man. We're just in a high desert. There's a badass little creek running through. I thought it'd be a bigger body of water that I could fish in, but that's okay. Check it out. Pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. And this is just free to use. Pretty awesome.
Learning about the areas that you travel through will paint a more compelling picture. It will enrich your travel experience to actually learn about the topography and history and geological features of the land that you're navigating through. For example, this is the channeled scablands. It's a geological marvel in eastern Washington that was created when a series of great floods eviscerated the landscape.
This is Pacific Lake over here in eastern Washington, and this whole thing has been dried out. I thought I'd find some fish here so I could catch some fish and eat some lunch, and it's gonna be a late lunch, but I was gonna do that. This is in the heart of the scablands. You can see these crazy rock formations that have just been created by just an incredible body of water just gushing through here and just carving away the landscape. It's really fascinating. This isn't where I want to be though, but this is another place I found. This time I used Onyx Maps, which is phenomenal. I didn't like it at first when I did the free trial, but then I paid for the year for like 40 bucks, and it's really, really good. I found this area. I'm headed to Cooley, Grand Cooley next, to check out more of the scablands, find some water. I'm gonna jump in some water. I gotta get some water to drink too. I've been riding all day, mostly road, but how cool is this? This is incredible. You can see this, like, this is natural history. This was the biggest recorded flood in existence, or at least the biggest recorded flood in America. Incredible, dude. Incredible. You never would have. Man, there's things you can see, dude, just by looking for them. You can do anything. Use your maps. Use Onyx Maps. That's what I used to get here. This is BLM land too. So like BLM land's got some dope stuff. You just gotta go check it out. Anyways, we're gonna go onward, and we're gonna keep on going and hopefully find a body of water to jump in and to fish from, because I'm making I was gonna make just some cooked trout hopefully, but I'm also gonna make pizza in the heart of the scablands, so that's kind of the point of the video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Look at this. This is the scablands. Incredible. Look at, I'm trying to get you guys a better view. Look at that. That great flood is doing wreck this area. This is fine. Oh. Nice. This is the spot. Excellent camping site too. This is where we're hanging out for a little bit. Whew, and then going home. Oh my God, what are you? You are a fucking scary spider. I don't want to look at you. He's like black. There's like a black widow, but like white, black and white. It didn't have an hourglass shape, but it did have some weird shape. Very strange looking thing. Very cool looking thing, I guess, but scary. Scary for sure. So there's a pretty heavy burn ban on right now. So I'm not gonna be freaking using a fire pit. Let's try. This has been riding around in my pack all day, so we'll see how this goes. It was cold, 8 hours ago. Pizza dough. Get it in the oil a little bit, rub it around in the oil. Just make it a little easier to move around, and then it's hot oil, very hot oil, which makes a lot of sense. I understand. Try to round it out. Reminds me of those Lunchable pizzas back in grade school. Ones you just make in the little pouches, you know? All the ingredients come in a little box. I like those. It'd be better to cut these lengthwise, probably. Yeah, the bottom got super burnt. Like black. But it makes sense, I guess. Hot. It's still hot. And you know what? It's still super good. The bottom is a mess. Black as char. But everything else is hot and cooked. And the middle is not like overdone. I think for a first try this is pretty good. But oh, you know what? Yeah, the cheese is a little bit sloppy, but it's good. Let's go. Pizza at the lake. Oh yeah. Pizza? At the lake, dude? Hell yeah. I don't remember if I talked about my last idea, my last tip, if you will, on how to find adventure. This one's a little bit more esoteric. The best bike to take on an adventure is the bike you take on an adventure. Any bike can be an adventure bike. Adventure bikes are bullshit. Just take your bike on an adventure. Basic off-road, any bike can do it. Any bike can do it. Some of that sandy shit we were doing today, maybe you want a better bike. This isn't even the right bike for that. You'd want thick tires, those weird scoopy tires to dig through that sand. It sucks. The sand is horrible. I hate it. Any bike can be an adventure bike. Adventure is just down the street. You don't have to drive far for it. If you want somewhere solid, BLM land's always a good idea. There's BLM land everywhere. State parks are always a good idea. We hit one earlier. Private land, if you got the permission, like those paper trails I was doing last couple weeks ago. It's easy to find adventure. Onyx Maps works super well. I was using that today. I'm a big fan of it. Google Maps works just fine. Just find a nice, you can see roads on the satellite and then do a little research and figure out if you're allowed to be there. If you're not, don't go there or don't get caught, but don't go there. You don't want to get, dirt bikers already have a bad name as it is. Dual sports are assigned with that. Adventure bikers, I'm sure, is a little different because it's mostly middle-aged men, and you know, they're usually pretty chill. So I don't know, just be careful. Subscribe to the channel if you feel like you like the video and you like the content. There's a lot more of it, and it's just getting better and better as I improve and make more videos. I'm trying to do a video every 2 weeks, give or take. It's hard. I was trying to do every week for a little while, but it's really hard, man. I've got other hobbies, you know, and I'm not getting paid for this, so not yet. But when this channel takes off, I mean, it will if you help me. We'll be able to make more videos, make bigger videos. We'll get there. Please like and share the video if you liked it. If you don't like it, tell me why. Was it boring? Slow? Let me know how I can improve. Do you like the cooking parts of it? I like the cooking parts of it. This pizza's pretty decent. It's burnt, but it's decent. But hey, thanks for coming along on another Wheels and Wilds adventure, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Pretty good.
Riding down the open road, the wind in my face. Oh yeah. Dual sport adventures, gonna leave my worries in a trace. Exploring the unknown, where the wilds collide. On the motorcycle, there's no place to hide. Wheels and Wilds, we're on the ride.